any NFL records truly unbreakable? We thought Michael Vick's single-season rushing record would stand forever, until it was broken. We believed Ben Roethlisberger's perfect passer rating record was untouchable, until it fell. Funny enough, both of these records were broken by the same man. Each record Lamar breaks gets crazier and crazier. But there's one specific record that is so staggering, there's no way it will ever be broken. Let's start with the record that announced Lamar Jackson's arrival as a revolutionary force in the NFL. For 13 years, Michael Vick's 1,039 rushing yards in 2006 seemed untouchable. Vick was considered the most athletic quarterback of all time and my personal favorite player of all time. But in 2019, during his MVP season, Lamar didn't just break Vick's record, he obliterated it. Jackson rushed for 1,206 yards, shattering the previous mark by 167 yards. What makes this record so significant is that it proved mobile quarterbacks could be more than just a gimmick. Lamar showed that a quarterback could rush for over 1,000 yards while throwing for over 3,000, something that had never been done before. This wasn't just a record, it was a statement that changed how we evaluate quarterbacks forever. Record number 2, now this is where things are starting to get a little bit insane. Michael Vick also held the all-time quarterback rushing record with 6,109 yards. His career rushing total was built over 143 games. But here's what's mind-blowing. Lamar Jackson broke this unbreakable record just in 102 games. 41 games fewer than it took Vick to set the record. A record that took one of the most athletic quarterbacks in NFL history 13 seasons to build, Lamar shattered it in just over 6. To put this dominance in perspective, the third-place quarterback on the all-time rushing list is Cam Newton with 5,628 yards. Lamar passed him years ago and is now nearly 500 yards ahead of that mark. At his current pace, he could finish with over 10,000 rushing yards. But we're not just going to go over rushing stats, because Lamar isn't just a great running quarterback. He's an elite passer as well. A perfect passer rating of 158.3 is the holy grail of quarterback performance. You need to complete at least 77% of your passes, average 12.5 yards per attempt, throw multiple touchdowns, and have 0 interceptions. It's so difficult that most Hall of Fame quarterbacks never achieve it once in their career, and if they do, it is just once. Lamar Jackson has done it 4 times, tying the all-time record held by Ben Roethlisberger and Peyton Manning, 2 of the greatest passers in NFL history. But here's what makes Lamar's achievement absolutely ridiculous. He accomplished this feat faster than anyone in history. His first perfect game came in Week 1 of 2019 against the Miami Dolphins, when he was just 22 years old, making him the youngest quarterback to ever record a perfect passer rating. His second came later that season, making him one of only 3 quarterbacks to ever have 2 perfect games in a single season. While other quarterbacks spend their entire careers chasing 1 perfect game, Lamar casually collected 4 of them before his 28th birthday. But that was just a rev up. Now we're entering territory that shouldn't even be possible. What Lamar Jackson accomplished in 2024 is so statistically absurd that it breaks every model of quarterback play that we've ever seen. Throwing 40 touchdown passes in a season puts you in elite company only 15 quarterbacks in NFL history have ever reached. Players like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning have built Hall of Fame careers partly on achieving this milestone. But here's the kicker. Every single one of those legendary quarterbacks threw significantly more interceptions when they hit 40 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson finished the 2024 season with 41 passing touchdowns and just 4 interceptions. To put this into perspective, when Tom Brady threw 50 touchdowns in 2007, he had 8 interceptions. When Peyton Manning threw 49 touchdowns in 2004, he had 10. When Aaron Rodgers threw 45 touchdowns in 2011, he had 6. Lamar didn't just set a new standard, he obliterated the concept of what's even possible. He's the first player in the 105-year history of the NFL to combine that level of touchdown production with that level of ball security. But each record that Lamar breaks just stacks on top of each other, and the next one is even more insane. Lamar in 2024 didn't just break the previous record of 41 touchdown passes to 4 interceptions, he became the first player in NFL history to throw for over 4,000 yards and rush for over 800 as well, completely breaking the barriers of what previously existed. To understand how insane this is, consider that only 12 quarterbacks in NFL history have ever rushed for over 800 yards in a single season, and Lamar has done it 3 times now. All the while, he threw for over 4,000 yards in the exact same season, meeting the gold standard for elite passing achieved by only the best quarterbacks in their best seasons. Combining these 2 feats is like a baseball player hitting 50 home runs and stealing 50 bases in the same season. It requires mastery of two completely different skill sets at the absolute highest level. We're now in the stratosphere of QB excellence, where the air is so thin that only one human being has ever survived. And that man is Lamar Jackson. A passer rating of 140 plus represents near perfect quarterback performances. You need to complete over 70% of your passes, average double-digit yards per attempt, throw multiple touchdowns, and again, have 0 interceptions. It's the kind of game that defines legendary careers. Lamar Jackson had 5 of them in 2024 alone. To understand how impossible this is, consider that before Lamar, the previous record of 140 plus passer rating games in a single season was 4. And that record stood for decades. Elite quarterbacks like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Drew Brees spent their entire careers chasing this level of consistent perfection, and none of them could sustain it for 5 games in a single season. But here's what makes the record truly untouchable. Lamar didn't just barely hit 140 in these games, he was dominant. He had 158.3 in a perfect game. He had 155.8, 147.2, 142.1, and 140.7. That's not just consistency. That's sustained excellence at a level that defies human limitations. This isn't just a record. It's proof that Lamar Jackson operates on a completely different plane of existence than every other quarterback in NFL history. And all of this leads us to the craziest record Lamar has broken. 6 straight seasons. What Lamar has done from 2019 to 2024 is just unprecedented. It's a sustained level of dual threat dominance that no quarterback in the history of the NFL has come remotely close to achieving. From his first MVP season through 2024, Lamar Jackson has rushed for at least 700 yards in every single season, 6 consecutive years. To put this into perspective, most running backs can't maintain 700 plus rushing yards for 6 straight seasons, let alone a quarterback. Before Lamar Jackson, no quarterback in NFL history had achieved 600 plus rushing yards in 6 straight seasons before. Michael Vick, the previous gold standard, had multiple seasons below 500. Cam Newton, another dual threat QB that we mentioned before, never came close to this level of consistency. Even current mobile quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Kyler Murray have multiple seasons under 600 yards. His worst rushing season in this span was 764 in 2020, which would be a career high for most. His best was obviously 1,206 in 2019. Every hit, every scramble, every design run adds up over these 6 seasons, yet Lamar has not only survived, but thrived. This isn't just unbreakable. It's a testament to a player who has redefined what's possible at the most important position in football. So there you have it. 7 Lamar Jackson records that showcase why he's not just a quarterback, he's a complete anomaly in the sport of football. No quarterback has even come close to this level of sustained dual threat dominance. At 28, Lamar Jackson is just entering his prime, which means we might witness records that are even more impossible than the ones we just covered. The king of the dual threat quarterbacks isn't just rewriting the record books. He's creating an entirely new language from what's possible at the position.